LifeStyle Indy focuses on a variety of topics including people, businesses, sports, health, and more, while always staying upbeat and positive.
LifeStyle Indy is made possible with support from Westport Homes, dedicated to building homes for every chapter of life, with plans and details that match customer-specific needs and style. Additional funding is provided by Altman, Poindexter, and Wyatt attorneys, serving clients throughout Central Indiana with wills, trusts, and estates, with over 70 years of combined experience.
All right, welcome to a different kind of LifeStyle Indy. This is the new home for a new adventure. Let's just leave it at that for the moment. But as always, Paul Poteet will be involved. Welcome, Paul. You are in the mountains. Can our audience see the mountains that are behind Paul? No.
I'm in the mountains.
It's like a screensaver that only I can see. Okay, it's gone, darn it. Where are you right now?
I'm in a basement, close.
So you are at home.
I'm in Studio B.
Studio B. Okay. And you do a lot of things in Studio B. For example, the different radio shows you have, weather forecasts on, so many things.
Five different radio signals. Well, radio these days is two of them are virtual radio stations. One is a radio station that exists only on Georgia Street in downtown Indianapolis. So I am the weatherman on this radio. It's like a radio station because, it plays music and it's got little announcements on, little wacky DJs. And then I'm the weather guy on that and also in every Ricker's convenience store.
Oh my gosh, you've been on the gas pump. I've heard you on the gas pump, right?
I'm the gas pump guy.
How do you even get a gig like that? That's crazy.
Mrs. P told them of her experience with my gas skills, and
which are extensive. Well, it's cool. I was actually down on Georgia Street yesterday, and now that I know I can hear a forecast daily from you, right? As you do it every day.
I mean, I've got a microphone in here. I might as well use it for something. So,
no, I'm interested in your setup. Oh, wait till you come back to Indy and you see the setup we have here for this new adventure.
I saw this on Facebook. Now, I have nothing compared to that. I mean, the only video thing that I do in the basement is, hang on, let me walk.
Yeah, walk us over. Oh, you got the green screen.
Yeah, I've got, and it's not even it's a piece of felt. Here. Have you felt my felt? I mean, it's nothing.
I'd like to feel your felt.
It's being held up by, I don't know what's, it's being held up like by thumbtacks.
Thumbtacks. Not even Gorilla Glue, thumbtacks. Mm-hmm.
I got you got your bright light because it's video and you got to have lights and all that. So here, maybe I'd look better if I would sit over in the light. That looks pretty sweet, huh?
Paul, you look just fine, no matter what the lighting is. But what a sweet little setup you have. That's cool.
So yeah, the basement is it's video, and then it's again. I have no idea what's being photographed right now on my little tiny.
I see a filing cabinet. Things that
you got to have a filing cabinet,
right?
And
monitors,
audio stuff,
awards. How many awards are on your walls?
Major awards.
So
hey,
many.
Look up here on the wall. Do you see that?
Oh my gosh, it's us.
Yeah.
That's
Freedom and a bunch of other 500 different other.
I want you to
stations.
see who's on the current. We'll get back to that. I want you to see who's on the current magazine cover. Can you see Angela Gannot?
Is that Angela? I don't have my reading glasses.
Is
Angela. That Angela Gannot?
Yes, she's gorgeous, isn't she? Yeah, this is the July-August issue. It just hit the stands, so brand spanking new.
So the one thing I have in common with LifeStyle Indy is that LifeStyle Indy also exists in a bunch of different places, much like me. And LifeStyle Indy, as you're showing right now, has a visual component, an audio component, and I guess I'm not in print. So you got me beat. The magazine has me beat there because I'm not available in Kroger stores unless I'm tagging along with Mrs. B.
Or libraries. You can pick this magazine up in lots of local libraries and at local Kroger stores. So
yeah,
but if you ever want to write, I know somebody you could talk to about writing in the magazine if you would like to venture into even more media. the media jungle, so to say.
Let me run upstairs and tell Mrs. Poteet that I've agreed to do something else.
So seriously, does it take a toll on the relationship, like the busyness thing? Because you're busy. You're busy. I'm busy, but you're really busy.
Yeah, I mean, we have, we have. She helps out a lot. I mean, I couldn't do this without her taking care of literally everything else, having to do with life. I mean, she pretty much handles for me because I wouldn't have time to, do the little things. And that, of course, means it's not a joke. She is forced to cut the grass, do the yard work.
Right.
Terrible thing.
I don't mind doing that on occasion. I don't want to do it all the time, but I help out in that way too sometimes.
Yeah, I couldn't do.
Women are strong. We can do that.
Yeah, if I were all alone, Julie, I would have hired somebody right by now because I would have
an
gone
assistant
crazy without her.
She's your personal assistant as well as other things, so that's cool.
That's right.
Right?
Well, I mean, it's not
kind of like that.
It's not just that. I just mean that you just need somebody to I don't know,
help manage it all.
Help manage it all and just tell you that you're not crazy from time to time because it's a lot to bite off, and it's 7 days a week and yada yada. I try not to talk about that aspect.
No, I know.
I don't want people to think I'm complaining.
No, because you're not, and also you add the sleep deprivation on top of it, which not too many people understand what it is that we do in our lives with the media stuff. Only media people kind of get that. Like I would say, like I've been married forever. But I remember years and years ago when my kids were little and I was so sleep deprived and you're just exhausted all the time. And I was like, would you just get up at 2:00 in the morning with me for 1 week so you know what this is like? Just 1 week. 1 week and stay up. You're not allowed to go back to bed just for 1 week. See what my life is like. You want to know how many you want to know how many days that actually happened?
How many?
1. He got up one day and was like, "Oh hell no!" So he didn't understand it until he went back and got his teaching degree, and so I helped put him through school to get his teaching degree up at Ball State. But I was like, you know what, you need a little part-time job. So he worked at UPS and he did that overnight shift. Then he finally got it. Yeah, he finally had that little dose of reality. So anyway.
It's
doing tough.
Morning
it's tough.
TV or radio. It's like you work the third and a half shift because especially since the shows got earlier and earlier on TV. It used
I remember
to be TV.
Started at 6 in the morning. Then it was 5:30, then 5, then 4:30, and now it's 4. And we've lived that. So anyway, enough about us. And that.
Well, I don't see anybody else here, Julie. So.
This is a new adventure for us. It's very cool. We've got a new setup. We're going to start doing podcasts. Are you excited about it?
Yeah, I am. Like I said, the more places you are in, the better. I mean, it seems to me, and you have to be agnostic. The content delivery system agnostic. You have to just be wherever people find you.
And people will find something when it's convenient for them, which is what this will be at some point in time. So
that reminds me of something funny that happened when I was at the TV station that I work at. And for those that don't know, five days a week I work at an old-fashioned TV station here in the Cincinnati area.
Right. And
they were having problems with the system that manages like everything that you put on the station's website. It had gone down at the corporate level.
Ooh, that's never good.
Ooh. And so I walked down the hall from the little weather center to the assignment desk, and I said, "Are you having problems with blah blah?" The name of, "Oh yeah, we can't. This was like 11 a.m. They'd had problems since 8 or 9 a.m. They can't. We can't publish any. We got all these stories, and we can't publish them." I just remember laughing and saying, "Well, we are doing a TV show at noon."
They could tune into that. Yeah, because it used to be.
We could also put them on. Yeah, we could also put it on TV if you want to.
Right, and now everything is on social media and podcasts and Twitter and Facebook and all the things.
Yeah, but
Instagram.
It's just so funny. Well,
Snapchat.
Even with the people that are putting out the content, the idea that you have to wait is just so funny. Much less the people who are consuming it think that you shouldn't have to wait anymore. The people who are making it are the same way.
That's so funny. Things have changed a lot, and it's like, keep up. You better keep up.
God.
You have to keep
Well,
up.
yeah. When I started, which was 40 years ago,
You're old, man.
Yeah, I know. I'm very old.
That's cool, though. 40 years in the business is no small potatoes.
Julie, I had somebody on Facebook, though,
Yeah.
on a Facebook Live the other day for the television station say, stop saying that you're old.
Oh,
And,
okay. I guess we're not old then. Never mind. Huh, just
well,
kidding.
no, I said, no, I am old, so I can. Well, her.
Probably made that person feel old is why. They didn't want to be
she said,
reminded that they were
Yeah,
old.
I'm older than you are, so you're making me feel old. But
Right.
I don't know, it's fun
That's the real thing.
it's fun to joke about. I mean, I'm as old as my hair, which is very young.
Which, yeah, are we going to talk about? Is this an opportunity for plugola, so to speak?
Plug.
Hello. Plug. No.
Wait a minute. Did you say a hair plug? Wait a minute. Thank you.
Yeah. Thanks for getting my little funny. So how's Baxter the cat?
Baxter the cat's fine. He's not out here right now. There was an orange cat in the up in the window in the basement earlier who prowls the neighborhood. He lives across the street. He's an outdoor kitty, so he poked his head by to look at me earlier. Baxter comes in. Baxter's an indoor cat, and he does come down into the basement sometimes and will pop himself down in my lap. But otherwise, no.
So you got some
all
feral cats outside that are peeking in on your happenings there. Is that what you're saying?
Well, no, I
Some
don't think
nosy
he's
neighbor
feral.
cats?
I don't think he's feral. I think he's just worldly. I think
Oh,
he
wow.
just gets to go out tomcatting, as we used
Yeah.
to say when I
Okay.
was.
Do you
younger.
know? Oh, here's a good piece of trivia for you. Do you know where Tomcat got its name?
No, where?
Okay, I know this. It's in Alexander Hamilton, in the musical.
Oh, okay.
George Washington named his feral tomcat after, was it Thomas Jefferson? Ah, shoot. I have to look this up. Anyway,
Was that
sorry
because
about
Thomas
that rabbit
Jefferson
trail.
was-
I
was
thought
that
it was
because he
after
was
Alexander. I
Randy?
thought she named it after Hamilton, but that doesn't make sense with a tomcat. Anyway, have you been to some fun new places in Cincinnati to eat? Have you been to that Papado? What's that place called? It's a seafood.
Oh,
I said it wrong.
it is Papado or something
Yeah,
like
I think
that.
it is. It's delicious. You need to go there if you haven't been.
Yeah, that is really good. I've been to the places people probably are familiar with. I just had some food from Montgomery Inn.
The barbecue place.
Yeah, this last Saturday night I had a delicious pulled pork sandwich
Oh, yummy.
from there. And there's two of them, so we've been to the one down by the river. There's
Yeah,
a restaurant
down by the
the
river.
river. And there's another location of Montgomery Inn. So we've been there. I'm not sold on the chili, quite frankly,
Oh, like the Cincinnati chili that they're sort of famous for? Okay.
That's the one thing I
Isn't
haven't
it
really...
most... Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was just going to say that's the one thing that I really haven't, I've tried
Embraced.
it. I mean, it's a change of pace.
So isn't that more just like meat and sauce? Isn't that what they call chili?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of times it doesn't have beans
You know what I
in it.
mean? Like, because like when I make chili, I put like macaroni in it and some vegetables. I chop up peppers and there's tomatoes. And,
Well,
you know what I mean? Different kinds of chili. There's a lot of different kinds of chili.
Yeah, I mean, I guess their macaroni is the spaghetti noodles. that would be
Okay,
a part
sure. You can add that.
at
But
Skyline,
the chili base is what I'm talking about. The base.
Your base.
in Cincinnati.
It's all about the base.
Yes, no trouble.
No trouble.
But if you've ever been to a chili cook-off, you know what one of the winning ingredients is? This surprised me several years ago. Chocolate.
What's that?
Chocolate. People put chocolate in their chili. Like some chocolate syrup or like bitter chocolate. Isn't that weird? Have you ever heard of that? No.
I could imagine maybe the bitter chocolate stuff.
Yeah.
It seems like that would be more of a cooking thing.
Anyway, I don't know what kind of a thing that is, but I think there's a lot of different chili recipes, a lot of different ways to do chili. You have your favorite. Either that's what you grew up with, that's what you like to make, whatever it is, but you're not buying into the Cincinnati chili just yet.
Yeah, just yet.
Okay.
Give it another year. But I mean, there's plenty of other things. They have these Grippo's potato chips. I can't remember if they sell those in the stores.
I name some of the flavors. I want to say they might have those at Shapiro's.
Okay, maybe they do. Well, it's the barbecue flavor is the well-known one. Those are very good.
Yeah.
And there's a chain of ice cream places, Graters.
Oh, I've not heard of that. Graters.
That is
As in
really good too.
Grater or Great? It's Graters.
No, I think it's the AE.
Okay, maybe a family name.
Yeah.
Okay.
And there's another place where you can get really good ice cream too, but it's like a chain of gas stations called United Dairy Farmers.
That seems very odd.
UDF they call it, and it's like service. It's quickie marks, but they also have because they're dairy farmers. They have this really good ice cream you can
At the
get
gas
there
store.
or
Gas
get it
station.
to go.
Well, and if you can listen to Paul Poteet doing weather on the gas pump while you're getting the ice cream, bonus, right?
Well, here's something funny.
Okay.
I'm on the gas pumps back in central Indiana.
The ones
through,
that talk. Rickers.
Through Rickers,
Okay.
and it's through a company called Vibenomics. And but here in the tri-state area, our station is on the UDF gas pumps.
So you can get ice cream, listen to Paul, and fill up the tank.
That's right. Not
both tanks.
not just weather. It's also because the station's involved,
Canoes?
so it's also like news too. And
Awesome.
but it's video here, and they don't have them at every gas. They don't have them at every UDF, but I went to one time, and I forget. It's just one of the things that we do, and I forget that they go out to all these gas stations, and I roll up one time to a different gas station here, and I get out of the car, and I realize that's me, and then I realized that on the pump on the other
They
side
knew
of the
it was
pump
you?
I'm at, yeah, they were sitting there watching me doing the weather.
They're doing a double take now, like,
I should have done the thing, peek around the corner.
That's so great. That's funny. Are you
Isn't
on
it funny?
billboards
Yeah.
yet there? You on any billboards? They still do that? They still do
I'm
that?
not.
Just
No, I'm not
curious.
on any billboards, but you can in the central Indiana area. You can enjoy me on the, I think, still on the northeast corner of 465 right now for this.
We have a Lifestyle Indy poster or billboard that I didn't make? What?
No, I mean
There's a
for
there's
my,
a billboard?
for my hair.
Oh, no, I haven't seen it. I never go up that way, hardly.
Westbound, I've actually seen it because we went that way out to Colorado a few weeks ago. So that's what I'm saying. I don't know if it's still up, but it was like a month ago.
So westbound 70 as you go out of town?
No, 465.
got
Like
it.
if you come down 69 and you're going, off to the west, you'd see it on the left side. So it's the left side of westbound. I feel like I'm doing traffic again. The left side of westbound
You're good at
465
it.
along the northern leg right now.
Mm-hmm. That's cool. I didn't know that. That's very, very cool. So I'm going to have to watch for that. If I go up to Castleton, would you say it's Castleton area?
Coming out of Castleton on the way
Keystone.
almost to Carmel.
Where's Carmel? I'm kidding.
I don't know. I forgot now.
Soldier
But
Place.
you can't miss it. You can't miss it. It looks like this.
You'll recognize him by the top of his head, by his
There's a picture
crowning
like
glory.
This. Well, there's one full on, and then there's like the before.
You know what? Honestly, they did a remarkable job. Is it PIA? Who did it?
PAI.
PAI. They did a remarkable job. It looks fantastic.
I
Really
know.
does.
It's amazing. It's billboard worthy. I think there are TV commercials too. Although, again, since I don't see them constantly, I can't vouch
speak
for
to
that.
that.
But I'm pretty sure. And let's see. I have one other replica of a billboard here. You want to see me on an old billboard?
More
Wait a
than
minute.
anything, yes.
I have to get it off this shelter. Maybe it would be easier that way. Here I am.
Oh,
Ta-da!
I remember that. That was such a great show when those people were there.
That's right. With,
And we still love
Paul
our
and
buddies.
Grace and Dan Spieler and Tom Davis. And Dan is still with
Fox.
Fox 59,
Yes,
right? Yeah.
5 o'clock over there, I believe.
I can't keep track of all these people, Julie.
Yeah, I could tell you where some of them are. Grace is working at Cathedral High School, I believe. And
Right.
Eric is down in Florida.
Yeah, or is he back in Florida? Eric Weisfeld, who
I
wasn't
thought he
in
was North Carolina. He was Florida,
Yeah,
then
he
North
went
Carolina.
from
Yeah. Ooh.
Florida to North Carolina, right?
Something like that. I sort of follow him on Facebook. People have these hidden talents. He used to rehab homes and is very good at it. Eric, yeah.
he had a place downtown, maybe 3 blocks from the from where WRTV is, that he was doing it, because I remember we went over one time and it looked like we were in a magazine.
Yeah, he's got
like something out of a
taste.
magazine.
Yeah, some people just have those extra
Yeah.
hobby things that they're really good at. Do you have any extra hobby things that you're really good at?
See, this is not like in a magazine.
Felt.
Thumbtacks.
You got a felt green. So what do you do in front of the green screen in your basement? What do you do?
Now that is, let's see, I had mentioned the 5
Shadow
radio
puppet theater
channels.
kind of thing.
the green stuff is for the let's see, it's 1, 2, 3 regular ongoing video partners, which are the Madison County Visitor Center, the Hamilton County Reporter, which is a newspaper / kind of like Lifestyle Indy. They're also print / digital, and they focus just on Hamilton County.
All right.
And my good friends down in the Smoky Mountains. Visit mysmokies.com.
What?
That I've done weather for gosh, probably about 7 or 8 years now.
That's
I
very
think.
cool. Very cool.
So yeah, they're the green screen people.
Got it. So you have to have your green felt, and
so I felt
awesome.
so. Thank you.
You felt some. So here's a funny story. I thought I would share with you. Have you ever? Do you think about this while I tell my story? Have you ever been stuck in anything? Like stuck, not just an elevator, but like. Think about that. Everybody, think about it. Jason, you ever been stuck in anything? Mary Pat, you ever been stuck in anything? What have you been stuck in, Austin? One of our producers is here. Was in mud. Oh, that's a good one. Like in a car, or just you got stuck in mud in your car. How'd you get out? Did it take a while?
Yeah.
Took a while. Okay, that's a good one. You're not going to believe what I got stuck in this week. I think it's hilarious. I got stuck in a bathing suit at Target. I could not get out of it.
Well, maybe it was a little snug, huh, Julie?
I couldn't get out of it. It was almost like I've never had a panic attack, but I was like, what am I supposed to do? Like, I'm going to break this bathing suit trying to get out of it. It was a terrible. So I was in there and I'm like, gosh, I know people get stuck in elevators, but I'm stuck in this bathing suit. What am I going to do? And I was by myself, so I couldn't be like, hey, my daughter wasn't. She usually shops with me. She wasn't there to help me, assist me. So there was a lot of wiggling and wrangling, and I did finally get out. But yeah, I thought that was kind of an odd thing.
When you say you got stuck, you don't mean
I couldn't get it off.
Okay, not that you got trapped in.
I got trapped in the bathing suit at Target. Yeah, it's like, help, help. It wasn't like, I got stuck in a small.
My stuck story?
I want to hear Jason. Jason, our producer, got stuck as well. So we're going to hear his stuck story.
I got stuck in the water under a log during a canoe trip. The rain had really poured recently. The tide was going really fast, downstream, and we capsized, and I was sucked partially underneath a log. And it was a canoe trip with my dad and his railroad buddies. And it took 2 of these big railroad guys to kind of reach down and pull me up, one under each arm, and pull me out of that water. But that tide was so strong that it actually sucked the canoe under, where it was kind of sucking me down under. So
wait, so they saved your life?
They saved my life.
So how old were you? How old a person were you, Jason?
I was early teens.
Oh my gosh!
Were you
So
terrified?
Probably like, well, I was probably like 13.
You were terrified, weren't you? Or what? Do you remember?
I don't think. I was just because I had my elbows up over the top of the log, so it was like this, and then
hanging on for dear life.
Yeah, and then my whole body was getting sucked under, and so everyone was around me, so I wasn't like, if I would have been
by
all
yourself.
alone, that would have been worse. But everyone kind of quickly sprung into action. So
wow,
yeah, it was quite the moment.
Oh my gosh, that's a good story. Mary Pat, did you think of anything? No.
Better in the bathing suit.
Yeah, better. Well, yeah, that was both equally terrifying. The bathing suit.
It
and
ripped my bathing suit
log.
right off. So
see how these are related? These stories are related.
He had just purchased that suit at Target earlier.
Yeah, probably. If anybody
anybody
who's ever been on a rafting trip and gotten flown or bounced out of a raft, it's terrifying. It's funny. My husband and my son went on a trip with some friends down, I think it's West Virginia, where we've been a few times doing rafting, and everybody got tossed but my son, who was, well, how old was he at the time? 18, whatever. And they have pictures. there's like they set these cameras up, and there's pictures of everybody just going out. They hit like a not a squall, the rapids. There's levels 1, 2, 3, 4.
Mm-hmm.
But they hit one, and even the guy got tossed.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, but yeah, that's terrifying. Anything in water. Where
I'm easily thrown. Literally, have been easily thrown in water a few times too.
The water thing is very scary. So, Jason, we're feeling you on that one, man. We're glad you survived, so we could have this luxury surroundings here, and for so many other reasons. But
I got stuck one time, and it's a different kind of stuck story.
Mm-hmm. Tell me.
On I-65, back in the day, this would have been sometime in the early 90s, where I was doing some stuff for a TV station and a radio station for a while up in Lafayette, Indy.
Okay, yeah.
And there's never a good time to be on I-65. But
was that Wazy? You were doing Wazy stuff?
No, it wasn't Wazy. It was 95.3 in Lafayette. It was WGLM. We're Greater Lafayette's music station.
Of course.
WGLM. And although I think that evening that I was on the interstate, I was driving, they had asked me to MC the ad club or some advertising award show. And there had been freezing rain and ice and all of a sudden 65 just stopped to get to, I think it was just north of Lafayette. And so I spent, I think it was about maybe 2 hours just being stuck with nowhere to go. And unfortunately, I had to go.
So this was on your way there?
Yeah, to this event.
Oh my gosh! So did it start 2 hours later, or what the H happened?
They eventually started it without me. There were other people that didn't show up that night too. I assume someone else just took over the script.
Wow.
I don't remember how they handled that, but I do remember from that point on always having an empty coffee can in the
for
trunk
coffee,
of my car
in case you get thirsty.
Yeah, because that was. So as soon as you said getting stuck, that was one of the first things
that popped in your head. And then
stuck on the highway.
And did you have plenty of gas in the tank? Because if you don't, you see people run out of gas in those long lines of being stuck on this road.
Yeah, what would you do? Yeah, I mean, I guess I had.
Don't have it.
Yeah, what? Yeah, I don't know what.
So snacks and a coffee can.
An empty coffee can,
an empty
mind
coffee.
you.
Yes.
Because, if I park the car and walk a few feet away, somebody's going to come along with a flashlight. Hey, that's that guy on TV.
Oh, that's a guy on TV. Yeah. And he's supposed to be seeing a show somewhere right now. Or anyway, yeah. I bet there are a lot of people that are listening or watching that have been stuck in traffic. Oh, that sucks. Yeah.
Yeah, that's, or you see the video when people, like hurricanes are in the forecast and people are all on an interstate leaving a town.
Yeah.
That's creepy.
That is creepy for anybody who's ever had to do that. I remember, I'm trying to think, my parents went through that not too long ago. Austin has too, he says, and just, yeah, the severe weather can also be very scary. Power starts going off, and then of course you're there at the station. I remember an earthquake. Remember that earthquake we had?
Oh yeah, right. I do remember
2008 or whatever. We're in the studio. It was like at 5:30 in the morning or something, and we felt this rumble, and we all kind of looked at each other. And Randy, our weather guy, Alice, was like, "That was an earthquake." I'm like, "Oh no!" Here in Central Indiana, and of course everything went off, and we looked, and yeah, that's what happened. It's terrifying.
Yeah.
Weather events can be terrifying. They can be.
Especially the email you get if you interrupt Dr. Phil or something like that. I've discovered here in this market, but
yeah. Oh, people don't like the shows to be messed with. I'm one of those people. I don't.
Julie, you can find Dr. Phil on the internet. You can see how it ends.
It's not the same. It's just not the same. But I understand it. I understand why I have to interrupt.
48 hours. The TV station I work for is a CBS station. So there was some episode of 48 hours. And they do murder, or I don't know if it's always murder mystery, but it's mysteries usually, right? Mm-hmm. And the other Saturday night, just as the thing was about to end, and they have a shot of the judge saying, and the verdict in this case was, da 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 da, this is a bulletin from. me.
From you with some
Because
kind of weather thing.
We had no idea what was on at the time. We were
Right.
just standing by. Actually, we were about to go on, 2-3 minutes later with the news anyway. But a tornado warning came over, so it's just scramble and you go on as quickly as you can. You have no idea what you're plowing over on TV at that given moment.
No, you're not thinking about that for sure. You know it is to save lives and to get the information out. Yeah,
it's
important.
policy. It's company policy. It's gonna happen no matter what. But and then the next day I slept in because I was there late that night because of storms. But the next day at the house of worship that we attend here in the tri-state area, Mrs. P said she had a couple people come up to her and say, "Yeah, boy, your husband was right there at the end of 48 hours last."
And he ruined it for me.
Yeah, he ruined it pretty much. Yeah. Your husband ruined 48 hours last night.
Well,
It was 47.8 hours because of your husband.
Oh man, yeah, that's okay.
So yeah, severe weather can be tricky for any number of reasons.
All right, so we want to remind people to definitely watch Lifestyle Indy Tuesday nights, WFYI 7:30 p.m. It's where you can see our show.
If you're watching us live tonight, that means it's on tonight.
Yeah, because this is actually a Tuesday, so every Tuesday. That show airs. We encourage you always to pick up the current issue of the magazine, which you can do.
Look at that, yes.
And wait, I'm going left. It's like backwards, like at the green screen. So, Angela's.
And when you watch the TV show, I'll have TV makeup on, and my hair will be just so, and I'll have TV clothes on. I'll look fabulous. Well, hi, Julie.
We always look fabulous. I want to just say the rugged Paul is a very good look. We like it.
Yeah.
We're fans of rugged Paul. Whoops. Here we go. Whoops. Am I doing it right, Austin? There we go. I'm getting a thumbs up. Cool. All right. What else shall we chat about in this, our very first podcast that we haven't? Because these are going to get more and more exciting and adventurous and funny. We can be funny. Maybe not so funny today, but we do have our moments, right? We're going to plan some of those. We'll tour Paul's sock drawer in our next episode. Don't miss that. We're going to tour Baxter's litter box. No, we're probably not doing that.
That's upstairs in the next to I don't know. Mrs. Poteet doesn't allow the business to get out of the basement.
No, I don't. I can understand keeping your business in the basement.
That is a good idea. Keeping the business
always
down in the
a good
basement.
idea. Keep
your business in your basement.
Keep it downstairs. All of the business.
I would keep that downstairs if I were you. That's what she says to me all the time. And I think she's talking about the business. I don't know.
I think she's got something there. Probably the business. I don't.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
That's an inside joke. And it never gets
Well,
old.
I guess it's not totally inside, because if you go on paulpoteet.com and search bloopers, I posted the YouTube clip of that there. It was a very embarrassing blooper where you had some long, passionate introduction to a story on Lifestyle Indy, and then I just came back with...
It ruined it.
Yeah, boy! Yeah!
Oh, my gosh. Yeah, it was something like that. But there will be more of those surprises. Wait, go ahead, do it again, please. Can we see it with? Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah!
That's awesome. Oh, I think
Blah, 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 blah,
with
blah.
that, I have tears in my eyes. I know this is your day off. So what are you going to do with the rest of your day? Because
Well, we did. We live by a trail that's not unlike the Monon,
Right.
which is one of the reasons why we selected this house.
Mhm.
And so we did, I don't know, maybe 6 or so miles on the trail this morning, just a little stroll.
Yep. Me too. I did 6 miles this morning on the trail near my house. So
I need to get
See how
back to
fit we
running. I've gotten out of the running habit now, Julie, so you would smoke me in a second.
with relish, I would.
Yeah, you would fry me like a hot dog on the sidewalk on the 4th of July. With
You know what?
relish.
You're busy. You have to if you do anything like that, you have to have time to train, and you got a lot going on, man. So when are you gonna slow down? You told me years, minutes, and hours last time I asked you that.
Yeah, 9 years, 9 months.
Yeah.
I don't know. Don't you think 50 would be a nice round number if I could just stop and say, okay, I've done this for 50 years.
50
that would be
years.
enough.
Yeah, I think so. I think that, and that would be enough. Yes, another
Yeah,
Hamilton
so
reference.
we better get all of the episodes of Lifestyle Indy recorded that we want to record in the next 9 years.
You know what? If we have 9 years of this, I'll be thrilled. You? I mean, that'd be great. We will have had the longest running show together.
Yeah, right.
Because we've both been on some short-lived shows.
Well,
it builds character, mind you.
I could probably top you in the short-lived part. You know, I was on one for 90 days.
I remember that, and I am still baffled by that. Every time I think about it, I'm like, what were they thinking? They were not thinking.
That. 90 days, same as cash.
I can't top that. But this one we vowed would go longer than 90 days. And guess what? High five. Bam. It has.
Yeah, so
we're going on 4 years. I don't know, more than that. It's been a while. Right, Pat? When did you start all this adventure? 4 years.
Yeah, if you count.
Where'd you go?
Boomer TV time, under the same umbrella, then we've been on for 4 years, or has it been longer?
It started in 2015, I was told.
2015. Okay, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was just thinking the other day that I started got deeper into the whole Studio B thing. It was about 10 years ago this fall. I left Channel 6. So.
Right. Oh, my gosh, how time flies. That's crazy and wild. Good for you. I think it's great, though. Not very many people could have pulled that off. I'm just saying. You're one of very few people who could have pulled that off. You and maybe Jason could have pulled that off.
I am one of a kind. Yes, I do not have as many cameras in my house. As Jason does, but that's another subject.
You know what? I'm moving in. This place is the Taj Mahal.
Not many people do have this many cameras.
That was Jason speaking, our producer.
I wonder why that would be. Anyway,
he calls them as well. Here's the thing: you can't call Jason's cameras, lights, drones. There's so many things. You can't call them toys because they're not. They're tools, right, Jason?
Respect.
They're tools because that's more respectful, and I get that. Anybody who has a hobby or passion,
that's his business model.
It's reinvestment.
Tools, not toys.
Oh, I'm on board.
Yes.
Yep.
But yeah, he has a lot more equipment, I think. Than that's the bit. But as you know, that's the beauty of radio / audio, whatever you want to call it in this post-modern era. But that's the beauty of radio is you can look like this. I still have radio to do today, Julie, and I won't look any better than this.
You look great. And might I also say that Jason's equipment is top-notch. Very nice. It's very nice.
And his equipment looks great, too.
It's fantastic. So,
but I'm just saying I would be afraid at his house of being photographed at any given moment without knowing about it.
Well, Renee's here to keep him in line. It's all good. I don't see any little red lights anywhere. So we're all good. Okay, closing thoughts for the first podcast. Did you have a good time?
Yes, I did have a good time. It's such a good time that I have no idea how much time we've been talking.
I can tell you. I was going for 30 minutes. Well, we could talk forever. 40 minutes. Going on 41 minutes.
Seriously?
I know.
Okay.
We could talk and
Lord,
talk.
we better stop then. Good God.
I know. I want to let you go because I know it's your day off. I'm trying to be mindful of your time, Mr. Poteet.
I'm just about to have a delicious stir fry that Mrs. P made for lunch.
That sounds amazing.
Awesome.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think
And then this afternoon, 5 o'clock, it's a beard trim, and then I'm lobbying for gin and tonics on the deck sometime this evening.
Sounds fantastic. That sounds
Yes.
fantastic. You've earned it. Well, Paul Poteet of LifeStyle, Indy, Your Life, Your Style, thank you for all that you do for us.
Thank you. Thanks for having me on your show.
You'll be back. You know that, right?
Well, I mean, on this show, of your shows.
Yes, our new adventure.
Back on the other show.
Our new adventure. I'm not sure what we're calling it. Our new adventure for now. Probably
Excellent.
podcast. Yeah. Okay. All right. Take care. Say hello to Mrs. Poteet and Baxter and the entire city of Cincinnati. Hi.
I'll give them both a squeeze.
Okay. All right. You do that and give yourself a squeeze, and we'll talk to you soon.
All right.
Okay. You can do that in private in your basement if you'd like. Bye.
Okay. All right.
Thank you so much. You are, we're going to say peace out from Lifestyle Indy's new adventure. Have a great day.